Summit.
I'm reading this on behalf of Mary Hoare, the President of the Yonkers Historical Society. I have three concerns about the proposed amendments to the Yonkers City Charter concerning the landmark review process. This amendment will cause Yonkers to lose our certified local government status. To maintain this standing, a municipality must adopt and maintain a local preservation ordinance that meets state and federal requirements for designation of historic resources, composition of commission, and review processes. These requirements were put into place to ensure that the local historic preservation program is operating under best practices, is effective, and that actions are legally defensible. This amendment would violate this mandate. Participation in the Certified Local Government Program enables Yonkers to get professional guidance and support to shape the future of our community while respecting the past. Participation in the Certified Local Government Program provides access to special grants, legal and technical assistance, training and membership in statewide and national historic preservation networks. Participation in the program provides owners of historic income-producing real property an opportunity to qualify for income tax credit for rehabilitating the property, a real benefit to our taxpayers made more important during these harsh economic times. This amendment does not allow an adequate system of checks and balances. Members of both the Landmarks Board and the Planning Board are selected for their expertise in the areas relevant to the functions of their assigned tasks. In the case of the Landmarks Board, the members are selected for their knowledge of history, architecture, restoration, or other areas of relevance. Members of the Planning Board are selected for their abilities to fill its own different functions. After careful analysis and discussion of all landmarks application presentations, the Landmarks Board presents its recommendations to the City Council and does the Planning Board. Our City Council, the legislative branch of our government, then makes its decision based on the merits of all information presented to it. The last reason is the importance of remembering the Landmarks Board was created in response to the huge public outcry caused by the demolition of the Carnegie Library. Even today, people still ask about what a great loss that was to the city, what a disgrace it was to lose such a fine building. This board was then put into place to prevent another loss of one of our architectural treasures. This is not to say we should not value progress, but we need just one second. Not value progress, but we need to balance the benefits of new development with the importance of safeguarding our unique history. We certainly submitted Mary Hoare.
I don't want to seem rude, but if we allow someone else to go on, it's going to be subjective as to how long each person wants to go on. Ms. Shapiro, following that, Ms. Gaffney.
Yes, good evening. I have to start off by saying that I'm very disappointed that the mayor and the Charter Revision Committee would decide to take up such an important subject in both good and bad time. Good in the sense of the people who are on vacation, aren't they lovely? Bad in the sense for all the people of Yonkers who are worried about their job and what's going to happen when their rent goes up, and that you choose to take up such an important subject at the beginning of August, give very little notice to the people of Yonkers, give very little explanation of why this has to be done, other than the mayor is dismayed at the fact that the people in Yonkers want to have a voice in what is going to happen to their city. I feel that this is an attempt to take away a process. I have been to many Landmark Board meetings, and if anything has slowed down the process, it is the applicants who have come before the board who have not responded to what the Landmark Board has asked them to do. The Landmark Board people have a lot of integrity, have a lot of expertise. There is no reason other than to do away with the voices of the people of Yonkers. You can make, the mayor has tried to make the same argument that the city council is taking too long to discuss the SFC project. How could you ever take too long to talk about something that's going to affect all our lives, our roads, our taxes, our environment? This is a process that for so many years Yonkers has not had. And we don't want to go backwards. And we don't need a referendum because of the fact that this is not, the people of Yonkers are the people that asked for the landmark board. The people of Yonkers are not asking that the landmark board, and I'm speaking very loud because the hearing is hard. It's not the people of Yonkers that are asking that the landmark board be changed. It is the mayor, it is the Charter Revision Committee who is bringing it to the people. There is nothing to be gained, it's only to be lost by taking away a process. We elected the city council. We didn't elect you. We didn't elect the planning board. The city council is our elected people. They're the ones who make a final decision, not a planning board, who is responsible only to the people who appoint them. We are asking, the process has worked. The process has worked. We are asking you to table this. This is something that you're trying to, not you personally, to push this process through. And I don't think the people of Yonkers appreciate it or will appreciate this action. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ed Gaffney. I'm a resident of the Southwest Yonkers. When my son was in the 8th grade, he had to do a project in Yonkers. He had to do a video. We went around, we chose to go around and videotape the historical sites. We did the churches. We had to do a lot of research because a lot of things are missing that used to be here. We did the churches, the old buildings, Town Hall, the new police headquarters over there. And part of doing the police headquarters, we had to talk about how the library was no longer there. But when we would come down to Broadway, we would see the stores there, and we would talk, because this is my son's first real civic lesson, about how the library had to come down because the former city council member who had the dry cleaning store on Broadway, which was an alternate site for the police headquarters, that couldn't be touched. So instead of that coming down, the beautiful library came down. People of Yonkers rose up, and in a firestorm, the planning board was created. Now, what you're seeking to do is eviscerate that. You're taking all of their power away. If there were any guts from the mayor, or, I'm assuming that you people are just a conduit, then you would just do away with the planning board altogether, because you're giving it no power. You're taking away the power from the planning board. You're taking away the power that we have bestowed on our elected officials. There are young people here from the country of Estonia. Those people I spoke to before, their cities take care of their historical buildings. They take care of them. They work with them. They work with the developers. They keep the historical buildings like we would like it to do in Yonkers. That has things disappear. I'm probably one of the few people here that have actually tried a case in this court. I'm a lawyer. This court used to be the trial court for Yonkers. It's no longer used for that. The people of the city barely even ever get to see it. It's rented out for movies. Fortunately, we don't get to see it, but I assume it will stay the way it is simply because it's a moneymaker for Yonkers, so it's not going anywhere. I ask you to please have the intestinal fortitude to stand up to the mayor and say, this is wrong. The people of Yonkers, we don't have that many buildings that have been preserved. Why? Because one developer wants to do something across the street from Phillips Manor Hall? Is that what this is all about? Come on, folks. Stand up. Be there for us, the people, for the city, not for the commercial developers. Thank you.